Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and this is the Frantz Foamworks The Box number 5. This one's being referred to as The Bag because it comes with a dump pouch. The Box is a monthly subscription thing designed by modders and nerfers for modders and nerfers, so it includes a lot of stuff that's good for our hobby, things that were designed by our hobby and for our hobby. It's actually really cool. Today is a fairly simple one compared to the last one, which was, an entire kit for the knockout. This one, the primary focus is, of course, the bag, which is this dump pouch. Now, I have reviewed very similar dump pouches in the past. I am a huge fan of this particular design, especially for our hobby because it fits a variety of roles. In addition to being just a perfectly good dump pouch that you can put darts in, or empty magazines, or MacGuffins or whatever, it also actually works as an excellent holster for a lot of the larger pistols that won't fit in, say, a double AK pouch. It happens to fit the Meeker Mark 28 perfectly and gives you holsters for that. So in general, it's a very useful pouch. It does have a pouch up front, which you could put, say, your wallet or your phone or whatever else you want to put in there. It has small elastic mesh pouches on either side. It does have some Velcro on the front. You do also get the Frantz Foamworks patch, which is one I didn't have, so I'm glad I got one of those now. So yeah, lovely little pouch. The other thing that it actually will fit perfectly that is really handy is these pouches will fit mega magazines, which will obviously not fit in a standard double AK pouch, and I believe this one would hold 3 of these. So it's an excellent pouch if you're running, say, a Mega Burn or a Centurion or any number of other things that now take those magazines. The Mega Strife thing that just came out that I cannot remember the name of. So yeah, excellent pouch option there. The other thing that you will get is a random small foam melee weapon. I don't know what all the variety are. I assume there might be an axe, maybe a mace, maybe a different kind of sword, maybe a spear. Who knows? But it's a little foam melee weapon. It is definitely safe for general games. I don't know whether your club would or would not allow them. Ours definitely would. They are silly and fun and would give you a last backup weapon that doesn't run out of ammo, or if you're zombies are getting close and you're out of darts or whatever. So yeah, neat little silly foam one. I have a whole bunch of Lego ones that are built on the same basic design layers of foam. There does appear to be some kind of a core in there, so it'll hold its shape nicely. And it will in fact fit in the little mesh pouch on this. You could even cut the bottom and then it would slide all the way through, but yeah, so that's neat. For 3D printed items, one of the ones we have is a Reflex Sight with a replaceable inner sight. So you take these 2 screws out, the top comes out, and you can replace the reticle there with various ones. They've got an auxiliary one, they've got a simpler reticle compared to the more complicated one, and these are a simple enough design that you could easily design and print your own, and people will probably design all sorts of ones and they will be available. So this kind of a simple reflex sight is pretty much all you're going to need for an awful lot of nerf. If you're doing long-range stuff with high-powered calibers or, talon claws or things like that, you might want something that's a little bit better. But for close-in work, especially in something like HVZ, this would be more than sufficient to just give you a real quick sight picture, even if that was truly necessary. But another really neat feature is that it is designed with Nerf rail, and then it comes with a Nerf to Picatinny rail adapter, which is a really simple and slick design. I don't know that I actually had a Picatinny to Nerf rail. I had ones that went the other way. But it would allow you to attach any of your various Nerf attachments to a blaster that had Picatinny rail. So if you wanted like the Nerf night vision scope or something, you would be able to attach that quite simply. So that is a neat little... I like that they designed it that way. They could have gone with one or the other, but they decided to give you both. So that is cool. The final item that you get with this kit is a follow-up from the last one. So if you got the Redux kit from box 4, this is another option that comes with that. So the Redux kit creates this fairly beefy-looking knockout blaster. And some people mentioned, and I kind of mentioned, that not everyone is into a big, bulky pistol like I am. A little bit harder to holster. There's various reasons that this just might not be your aesthetic. So they gave you this replacement option, which, if you take all of the bulky parts off of the previous one, the top rail, the whole front barrel, this simply fits on the end of the barrel to give you Still gives you a better looking muzzle and helps center and hold in the magazine, because it does still allow for the use of the 3-round inline clip. And then on the brass, to protect it, you can put whatever muzzle cover, or this is actually a scar barrel. You wouldn't necessarily need to be a scar barrel. You could in fact just put, you know, any kind of a muzzle thing just to protect the brass, and that would still give you all of the functionality, but in a svelter package, as it were. The other option is that you could in fact cut the brass down so that it was flush with the end of the inline magazine. You would lose some power because you wouldn't have as much brass. You'd lose some accuracy, but you would again have a much svelter, smaller package, and the brass would be fully protected. So yeah, that's a neat thing that they built onto previous kits. That's something that they've been intending to do the whole time. That the goal is that if you get all of them, it's more valuable than if you pick and choose which ones you want. I think there was actually a muzzle device included in one of the previous ones? Question mark? You'd think I'd remember this stuff, but you know, it's been months. Anyway, that is box number 5, the bag. This one will be going for $35, so the price is coming back down, and I think you're getting your value out of that. Some people might disagree, and they're no obligation to acquire this box. But it's got some neat stuff in it, so I hope people are interested. I hope this whole thing continues. Hopefully next month they will be able to get back on track to some of their previous plans. We will see how things pan out, life, and all of that. But there you have it. Link to where you can acquire the box number 5 will be down in the description. And thank you guys for watching. Murder you. Murder you. Murder.